So, I've seen less interesting hooks than let's go assassinate the Emperor.
Alara,
Yes, sir.
you and I will launch a feint on the front gates.
Now that I think about it has been done before, and it's pretty much always been good.
Take the remaining men and infiltrate from the rear. I'll leave the timing up to you. Everyone else, Sagi is in command.
And we all know it
Let's see what the
always
Spiritor can do.
has ended well for the player character. Never once has this backfired.
Every single time.
We anticipate a heavy guard presence at the target's
Also,
residence.
like, we're in
Dispatch the
command?
guardsmen if
What?
necessary. Withdraw from the premises as soon as they
I
hit us
thought we were
confirmed.
like the black sheep here.
I'll expect a full report tomorrow morning.
Are we
at
being set up?
headquarters.
We're being set the fuck up.
Any questions?
You know, again, far be it from me to suspect any kind of foul play being at work in this operation
Screws up, we take the heat.
to do a coup.
What do you think, Spiritor? You up to the task?
Alara, watch your tone of voice. You'll do just fine. I might add this operation doesn't call for insubordination on your part.
Well,
Sounds
let's
shitty.
enjoy our 15 minutes of getting to
Well,
boss
as long
everyone
as you
around.
Stay out of my way. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, boss everyone around. I'm sure that everyone will just be dying to take orders from us.
I said that's enough, Alara. If there are no other questions, all right, let's go.
Yep, no questions. Not a single question.
You know,
She gets
Sagi
only
is
Ghost Boy.
not a smart
She
boy.
could at least show you some respect.
He's taken a lot of this at face value.
Yeah, she has no idea what you're capable of.
But you know what? He's mad, so we're mad too.
It's not just the girl. Look at your men. That's not exactly love on their faces.
Sorry man, literally everybody hates you.
I suppose not. But hey, what difference does it make? I've got you on my side. We can take care of it ourselves.
If he's even half as powerful as the legends say, we could take care of just about anything.
You know I don't like that.
Those guys just standing there like, what the fuck are you all talking about?
I mean, remember, they've already said that Paramachina can't talk, so like, they're watching Sagi talk to.
This looks even more suspicious than it looks like it looks.
So like, yeah, they're just sitting here watching him talk to his machine that is very explicitly not supposed to be able to talk.
Either that or they can't hear it despite it being like a couple feet in front of their faces. Neither of which bodes very well for basically anybody involved.
That sounds like our cue. Everyone, follow me.
Well, at least we've managed to make it a minute into the operation without outright insubordination. Are they going to back us up in the fight?
Oh, come on, you already knew the answer to that.
Of course I did, but I had to voice it. Ah, well. I guess we're still in pretty low-effort combat territory.
Yes and no. These guys are not particularly dangerous, but it should be noted that this game does tend to play kind of hot and heavy with combat. Like,
May my blade be sharp.
is it part of the reason that your best bet is to just kill the enemy as quickly as possible is that they will fuck you up in response.
It's fair.
Attention!
There are games that have that kind of a balance where, like, yeah, it's technically easy to play, but also you can get knocked down real quick if you take your eye off the ball.
Yeah, like, the game that I would most readily compare it to in terms of, like the balance in terms of, like, offense is honestly probably, like, SMT4, which, if you've never played that, is basically, like, JRPG Rocket Tag.
Ah.
You can imagine that this will cause some problems when we get to characters like that are actual bosses. And don't die to, like, 2 turns of attacks. Anyway, stealth.
Yep. Walk slowly and don't use voice acting. Got it. But we're not leaving until we distill literally everything in this kitchen into its fundamental essence.
Look, if you're not going to break into the Emperor's home and then steal his meat, then what are you even doing with your life, really?
No, we're not stealing the meat, we're just stealing the essence of the meat. I'm still angry about that whole concept, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. I feel like at least they should make it so that, like, the meat itself becomes flavorless and we just steal the flavor in the card. The card just has, like, the hydrocarbon pictures of all the stuff that's responsible for umami. The meat just turns grey and becomes dull. That's how it should work.
So this, our robot friend here, you may have noticed, hits a lot. Doesn't do, like, a ton of damage per hit, but it will absolutely, like, it shredded our armor in literally a single attack.
I mean, speak for yourself, the thing I was noticing was its approach to posing. That's a character design.
There's not too much else that's notable about them. I believe they do have an attack that will put you to sleep if you're not careful. That's not fun.
That's never fun.
But, you know, other than that, they're about as interesting as any enemy in the first dungeon is.
And I don't fully understand why we had to stealth the last room, given that we're, like, openly fighting in this one.
Anyway, it's time for some puzzles. How are we going to get past that wall?
I do love how, even though we're doing this whole, like, military operation deal, we're still bothered. Like, this, I feel like this comes up a lot in games that do this kind of thing. Especially JRPGs. They just can't stop having dungeons. Even when things really, really do not permit that kind of conceit. It's just not how it works.
I mean, there's also an argument to be made, like, why don't we just jump over the railing? We literally have, like, we literally have wings. We could skip this.
Yeah. Many, many different kinds of suspension of disbelief.
Although, speaking of wings, one thing that you should note is that when you are in a dungeon or otherwise any area that you can engage in combat, your meter goes down twice as fast when you're dashing.
Yeah, game mechanics.
This will eventually be explained away as, like, the resolve in your heart has crumbled, or some bullshit like that. It's just so that you can't literally run away from everything.
It makes sense. I mean, it doesn't actually make sense. It's just it does the kind of, it has It has that quality where it seems fitting in video games, and therefore we will not question it, even though it is actually really weird.
You know, I didn't try to take it, but I bet you could take that booze that's sitting next to that one sleeping guy. I bet you it's like wine fit for an emperor or some shit like that.
Yeah. I also think that. Chunks of rubber.
That's a lot of rubber.
Why are there... How many is that?
That's 30. There's 30 chunks of rubber just sitting there.
Why are there 30 chunks of rubber just sitting there?
Because, I don't know, I guess this guy wanted them. He's a mechanic. He's here to fix the crest wall.
Is the crest wall made of rubber?
I mean, no, but we're going to use the rubber to turn it off. So, maybe?
Is the crest wall electric? Also, this fucking guy. Okay, yes, bring me a chunk of rubber. Unfortunately, we have not bought you a chunk of rubber, we bought you the essence of a chunk of rubber.
It's conceptual rubber. It's close enough.
They really did just have him walk at ordinary walking speed out of the room. That's what they did. So those two guys up there,
Yes.
are they're just watching this.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, are we going to be forced out of here by a different route after we're done with an upcoming boss battle?
Wow. What a weird coincidence. That would be crazy if they did that.
Man. And in a room right next to a save point. Coincidences just piling up here. Oh hey, they actually noticed us.
Unfortunately, both of those guys counted as separate encounters, so, you know, that's kind of whatever.
Why?
I don't know. Every other time that we fight a guy like that, it's one encounter with those two dudes. But nope, that one was two fights. Fuck you, that's why.
Video games.
Actually, it was quite nice, because I'm pretty sure we leveled up on the second one.
This is it. Kilo, you ready?
Sagi, wait. I hear voices.
Good evening, Your Imperial Majesty. So sorry I've neglected to visit.
You! Of course. The commotion outside is your doing. I might have known the snake's bloated ambitions would one day turn to treachery.
I'm afraid I don't follow Your Magnificence. To whose ambitions might you be referring? And treachery? Surely the Lord of all nations need not jump to such rash conclusions. Besides, I have nothing to do with the commotion outside. Or should I say...
I can't hear them. Good idea.
Yeah,
Can't just sit around out
good,
here.
sensible,
All right.
normal planning
Once
out
we
here.
storm the room, my paramachina and I will take out the Emperor. The rest of you, back to
Everything
cell.
about this screams
Here we
good
go.
idea.
Winterbourne. You're here sooner than expected.
I don't know how that's possible, sir, because I'm pretty sure I fought literally every optional enemy on the way
Excuse
here.
me, I'll be taking this list of Malpercio's afterlings.
Hey, that's that guy. You can't see it because this is audio, but I'm totally doing the pointing meme.
Come on, Gilo.
I'm doing it. Well, whatever, we're not going to question that. This all seems, as I was saying, totally fine.
Sagi. Hurry up and finish him.
The most fine thing about it is that that guy, obviously knew who we were.
What?
That's the thing that strikes me as being the most normal here.
Traitors. What an unspeakable act. You besmirch the Dark Service's name beyond repair. Serviceman
My
Sagi,
god, are we being betrayed by our
I
bosses?
sentence you and your men
My
to death
god.
for the murder of the Emperor.
Wow,
But Captain
what an unexpected development.
gave us these orders. I thought you said this mission was for Lord Baelheit. Yeah, we're not even responsible. Someone else killed the Emperor. He was dead when we got here.
Silence them. They mustn't escape. Open fire. Annihilate them.
This is bad. We'll all be killed if we don't do something.
I can only absorb fire for like 2 more minutes.
I know. Kilo, hang in there. Everyone, this way.
I like how not a single one of them could be bothered to turn and shoot at the guys running directly past them.
Yeah, you've got to apply the Stormtrooper logic somewhere. Also, was that door always there?
No, it was not.
I don't get the geometry of the rooms that we just went through.
Yeah, no, that room was not there when we were up there the first time.
The game designers here clearly failed to retain the services of an in-house architect to design their spaces. Well, whatever, I guess we've been set up and now we're running. Sure, whatever. This isn't even really registering anymore.
Yeah, so I just included that little bit there. If you get attacked while you are winded, your ATB bar starts full, so you have to wait it out before you can even select a command.
Good times.
You know what else is good times?
This.
Well, Sagi, all your friends are dead on day 1 of the job. You're just living it up right now.
Good times. The best times.
What is that?
Don't just stare
Stare at it.
It's coming this way. Sagi!
I mean, it's not coming this way, it's just standing there. Whatever. Oh well. It's definitely got that familiar Baten Kaitos boss energy, I'll give it that. Alright. What do we got?
Honestly, not a whole lot. This is the tutorial boss. We're not doing anything too crazy yet. The main thing it has is that it has very big numbers. Like, 80 damage from your basic combo is a not insignificant amount of damage, considering our max HP is 250. And it can just do that when it wants.
Cool, good.
So, yeah, like I said, this is not a game that is afraid to get dirty. Like, it will come at you hard and heavy.
So I take it this is a damage race then. That's the sense I'm getting.
It's not a very hard damage race to win, especially if you take the time to drop some potions when you need it. But yes.
May my blade be sharp.
Because I assume that this is one of those things where like they're trying to teach you that you can defend, but it won't be total, and you can't sustain it. That's the sense I'm getting.
Something else that should be noted, because it's not clear at all, is that Gilo does have their own health bar, and they can die.
That was not clear.
So yeah, it is very much in your best interest to keep them topped off every once in a while, because you can see that Gilo's in her low HP stat right now.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that should be visible if you can. I mean, I assume it's not an auto game over if they die, but I imagine it will make life very difficult.
Yeah, boss encounters you absolutely do not want to be coming in with less than a full squad. So having one of your party members die in the middle of the fight it's not great.
Well, fortunately it can only surprise you once. Also,
It's so strong. Nothing seems to hurt it.
Oh, looks like it's the end of the line, Ghost Boy.
You.
Would you rather die by my hand or rot in that monster's belly? The choice is yours.
I mean, I figure we're dying either way.
Not now. I can't leave Mom. Everyone back home. Duo?
Right, has anyone in this situation been honest with us? I feel like the game's forgotten to explain something about Paramachina.
Oh, that's enough! Gilo, stop! No! Stop it, Gilo!